Sky could buy anything with the bonus, but one decision would determine the value of every year ahead. Morning light entered the quiet office as Sky unlocked the smartphone and noticed an unexpected bonus notification glowing on the screen. For a moment, the number felt like permission to celebrate without limits. Luxury items immediately came to mind: a new device, expensive clothes, a short trip, and several things that promised quick excitement. Each option looked attractive because it offered an instant reward. Then Sky noticed a course that had been saved weeks earlier. It taught practical skills needed for future projects, better work, and greater professional confidence. Unlike the luxury items, the course would not disappear after a few days. Sky placed the phone on the desk and considered both paths. One choice would create a brief moment of pleasure. The other could create knowledge that remained useful for years. Golden sunlight moved across the wooden surface, catching the edges of several books. Their worn pages reminded Sky that every valuable skill had once begun as a difficult lesson. With a steady hand, Sky purchased the course. The bonus notification vanished, replaced by a welcome message, a study schedule, and the first lesson waiting to begin. At first, the material felt more difficult than expected. New terms appeared, unfamiliar tools filled the screen, and several exercises required careful attention. Sky briefly wondered whether the easier purchase would have felt more satisfying. Instead of quitting, Sky opened a notebook and divided each lesson into small steps. Important ideas were rewritten in simple language, questions were marked, and difficult sections were reviewed until they became clear. Hours passed as afternoon shadows stretched across the office wall. Outside, the city continued moving, but inside the room, Sky remained focused on one concept at a time. The lessons slowly changed from confusing information into useful ability. Sky learned not only what to do, but why each method worked and when it should be applied. Practice exercises revealed mistakes that would have caused serious problems in a real project. Each correction became a quiet form of protection, saving future time, effort, and frustration. By the end of the first study session, Sky completed a task that had once seemed too advanced. The result was not perfect, but it proved that progress had already begun. The next day, Sky applied one new technique at work. A process that normally took hours became faster and more organized. The improvement was small, yet it produced a visible result. Positive feedback soon arrived. A colleague noticed the clearer structure, while a manager praised the greater accuracy. The bonus had already begun returning value, not as money, but as stronger performance. Sky prepared a cup of tea and allowed a quiet smile. The drink tasted sweeter because the satisfaction came from growth rather than a temporary purchase. Warm steam rose beside the laptop as Sky continued learning. Every completed module added another tool, and every tool created new possibilities for future work. Soon, Sky began sketching plans for projects that had once felt too complicated. The new skills made those ideas appear realistic, measurable, and worth pursuing. Organization followed focus, notes were labeled, digital folders were cleaned, and the workspace was prepared for a more productive season. Learning had started changing not only what Sky knew, but also how Sky worked. Books gradually filled the shelf beside the desk. Each title represented a question answered, a weakness strengthened, or a milestone reached through patient effort. As evening light turned the office amber, Sky reviewed the original decision. The luxury items would have offered quick excitement, but the course had created confidence, efficiency, and professional freedom. Before leaving, Sky cleaned the desk and saved the next lesson for tomorrow. The quiet ritual made the office feel ready for another day of meaningful progress. In the hallway, Sky carried no expensive bag and wore nothing new. Yet something far more valuable had changed: the ability to solve problems that had once caused uncertainty. Outside, street lamps began glowing against the blue evening sky. Their steady light reflected the path now opening ahead, one built through preparation, practice, and deliberate choices. Walking home, Sky understood that knowledge behaves differently from ordinary purchases. It can be used repeatedly, shared with others, improved over time, and transformed into opportunities. The bonus had been spent, but its value was still growing. Each future task, project, and decision could now benefit from what Sky had learned. Under the quiet moon, one lesson remained clearer than all the others. The wisest investment is often the one that improves the person making every future choice. The next morning, Sky returned to the office with a clearer plan and greater confidence. Instead of waiting for motivation, Sky followed the study schedule, completed another lesson, and practiced until the new method felt natural. Week by week, the knowledge became part of daily work. Problems were solved faster, ideas were explained more clearly, and new responsibilities no longer felt intimidating. What began as one bonus became a lasting asset, proving